Hello everyone, and welcome to a brand new playthrough from Blunderbuss Reviews.
Hello.
It's Banjo-Kazooie, you might want to turn it down. It's Banjo-Kazooie for the, I'm going to feel blasphemous saying this, for the Xbox 360.
But on the Xbox One.
Live, I mean, not I said live, rare replay, and I'm going to go for the one playing the Game Boy. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Now the reason we're playing the rare replay version is because, well, better quality, and it's
The best version
also
will be.
this controller fits this game like to its fucking T.
Yeah.
Now, George, this game is very, very special to me. It's one of my absolute favourite games of all time, and it's just hard to put into words how much of an impact it's had on my life. And just, you know, it's just one of those games that I can play over and over and just never get bored. And I got to say, oh my god, the quality on that.
It's perfect.
I used to play this on an old, like, fuzzy TV as well, so like the little subtle differences are kind of getting
So much more you
hyped.
see. The detail and
So like,
it's great.
I don't remember when I got this game, to be honest. It's just one of those games that I remember just always having, to be honest. And it's like I said, it's always been there, and it's been one of those games that I think I've completed probably yearly since I got it. Actually, no, to tell a lie, it took me quite a few years to complete it because I sucked at video games on my own game. I never got any better. But what about you? What's your kind of history with this game?
Well, I never really sort of knew about it much when I was sort of a child, but the last sort of few years I found out and then been playing it more. The most I've actually played it is on this version.
Is it?
I mean, like, the furthest I've got into it.
All right. And how far are you into it?
Can't remember, to be honest, it was a while ago, but I was doing pretty
Spiral
well.
Mountain.
But yeah, I've got the Nintendo 64 version on the actual console.
Oh, I love the N64 so much. I just noticed a second ago the weird pause on the game there. It's weird how it's still keeping those pauses in to load the cutscenes.
Yeah.
Like, surely it doesn't need that.
Maybe it's just a choice thing.
Well, it actually reminds me a lot of the Resident Evil remake they did for the GameCube. You know, in Resident Evil, whenever you open the door, it does that cutscene of the door opening. They didn't actually need it for the remake, but they just did it to keep the atmosphere, really. It was part of the thing, and the fans wanted it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's kind of weird. I just noticed see that portrait there
Yeah.
on the wall. In the original game, it was a picture of Banjo walking through a fungi forest, as it were, which was basically a cut level from Banjo. And they reused it in DK64. It's weird they changed that. I guess it's just to kind of cut out the DK64 possible reference, I guess.
Probably something to do with that, yeah.
Are you fucking blind balls? Is that your brother? No, obviously, no shit. Now, one of the things that really stands out about this game is the writing. It's so funny sometimes. It's just so, like... you notice it more with Tootie, but it's really, like, satire-ish, and it's, like... Satirical is the word I'm looking for. And it's just really, like, self-aware, and it breaks the fourth wall when it's just, like, really...
In a good way.
Yeah, in a really funny, good way.
Compared to some things.
I love that. I love the art design in this game as well. Everything's so colourful and easy on the eyes. Somebody help. Looks like we needed, George.
Oh no, not us.
I love that fucking the punching sound effects outside. So like, he actually said yawn as we went yawn. And that's the start of our adventure, peeps. Let's go.
Do it. Yeah.
Oh, so smooth. Also, I noticed they've redone the sprites for the live version, which look a bit awkward, to be honest. I'm just used to the old ones.
That's probably all it is, yeah.
Like, not these sprites, not the talking heads. They're just, like, rendered in higher quality. I'll show you in a sec. Like, the actual one for the life looks a bit odd. Can it talk? Okay, see, we've got kind of a choice going forward here. I want to do a 100% play through the game, just because it's one of my favourites, so I feel it deserves that treatment. And if people remember Window & Com's history, this was actually one of the first games we ever recorded. And we got to Clanker's Cavern, 100%ing it in, and we kind of gave up.
Yeah.
It was just because we kind of struggled to make commentary for it.
But that was more back when we
just started as well.
And we were different about it then, but...
Okay, I think we'll just learn the basic moves so people can kind of see. Can kind of see.
Show it off a bit.
Yeah, show it off. This is going to be the first part anyway, us just being on Spiral Mountain to kind of give if people who haven't played it kind of a chance to get sucked in.
Yeah.
If we're going to 100% it, we might as well just end up looking around everywhere as well.
Pretty much.
Something that's really annoying I've noticed when you first play this, and if you choose to accept the training, your moves are quite like limited on what you can do. Okay, you want to... Oh, there we go, X, sorry.
Assumes that you don't sort of read ahead and think, maybe, you know, if I press these buttons, some things will happen.
Yeah. Okay. Camera control. See, this is fucking blowing my mind, because on the original, I remember specifically it would say, like, the C's buttons. So, like, when I see, like, remakes of games where they're like, oh, no, it's the right stick or the left stick, and I'm like, no, I'm sorry. No, listen, it's not on that. It's the C.
Yeah, it does make it a bit odd.
Now, we can't hear it because we've kind of got the volume low down, but one of the absolute best things about this game is that... Oh, that's really smooth, actually. Bloody hell, that's smooth. Just move that around.
Yeah.
That's smooth as shit. Bloody hell.
That's perfect.
I love that. Okay, one of the things that really stands out about this game is the music by Grant Kirkhope. Holy shit. That's how you do a soundtrack.
Yeah.
It's some of the catchiest, most memorable music I've heard from a video game ever.
Everyone knows something from it, probably.
Sorry?
Everyone probably knows the track from it.
Yeah, one track. And it's just one of them things that just fits the tone of the game totally. Do you know something really great about Grant Kirkhope?
Go on.
He was in a metal band before he did music. Yeah. And like, it's just you've listened to the Guest Grumps thing he did with Game Grumps, yeah. That's if you want to find out some interesting trivia from his kind of composing days, then I'd recommend listening to that because that's really interesting. I'm not a fan of Game Grumps, but that was a really interesting video, and they basically played through a load of his games that he composed.
That was awesome.
And then they did Conquer, which he didn't do, and John was playing it. He was like, "Hey Grant, did you do this?" And he went, "No." And he just went, "Shit!" And they cut to a different game.
Dear.
The mighty flat flip. Yay! Now, I'll praise one other thing about this game, which I'm noticing a little bit playing this. The control is tight as shit in the original game. I'm noticing a little bit of a delay when I'm pressing the A button. Just a couple of milliseconds. It's not enough to kind of be a detriment, but I'm just noticing it a little bit. It's just kind of distracting, especially because I'm so used to the original.
Yeah.
How do you dive? Oh, do you have to?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I've got to learn it first. I forgot that's something he has to teach you.
Learn everything.
Did we learn all the moves in the original playthrough? I can't remember.
Probably.
Just to fill up the first part. No.
You've just been in the water. You're not going to get any more wet.
Just dive on in. I mean, look at the spot on the top left. It looks a bit odd. Just gonna grab this and I'll dive straight back up. Another thing is, it's talking about 100% in it. A weird kind of thing with this game is all these honeycomb pieces that I'm getting at the beginning here. It's actually the game does compensate you if you don't get them, because like when you're playing the game, you know the amount of levels.
Yeah.
there's an extra set of honeycombs. So like the game assumes either you get them here or you get them later. So if you don't get them here, like by the time you get to like Click Clock Wood, there's an extra set. So you don't have to get like every single one in the game. But we're going to just for the sake of completion's sake.
Yeah.
And that's kind of cool. They're kind of like allowing you to kind of play the game how you want to play it, while still. So I mean, like if you don't 100%, you can still like come back here and get it.
Yeah.
Am I gonna have to learn the climbing move? Yeah.
Yeah, you have to do everything.
It's been so long since I've done this section.
Plays game a lot, he says. Doesn't know what to do in game.
It's just been so long since I've needed the tutorial. I used to like root muncher sounds like a bit of a sexual slur. It's Bottle's choice if he wants to do that, because don't call him a bottle.
Leave him be. It's 2016 now. The rules have changed.
He's from a different era. Oh my god. The rules have changed. Rules of nature. Man, can I do my rolling attack, George? That's how I always used to get about.
Fleedes leather.
Just do a flash forward to the next part when I can do it. It reminds me, like, I don't know, when I'm jumping, like, it's because I play Tootie a lot as well. We might do that one day, probably not. But basically, when Banjo jumps in Tootie, he has a really nice, like, kind of attention to detail because his backpack kind of leaves his shoulder. Like, it kind of, like, detaches from his body. You know, like in Mario World when he jumps and his hat kind of, it's kind of like that. It's kind of cool.
Nice.
I love Tootie as well, but it's a game that's just too big. Have you played much of Tootie?
Not really, no.
It's a game that is like absolutely like huge in terms of content. The world's, you know how big Click Clock Wood is in this game.
Yeah.
The first world in Tootie is twice as big as that. It's insane.
It's a bit. I mean, it's good, but a bit big.
Okay, let me put it this way: I've never ever 100% Tootie ever. I finished it. I have never 100%ed it, and I've never ever wanted to, just because it's like it's such a kind of waste of time. Because there's nothing. Oh fuck! I forgot I had to do that. It's such a waste of time.
Yeah, you hit that carrot.
There's like no reward for doing it. It's like, so I've never done it, and like obviously I've beaten nuts and bolts. We'll get into the nuts and bolts stuff a bit later, but like there's plenty to make fun of there. Hey, we get the full forward roll now.
That wasn't that long.
I like how Kazooie was breaking the fourth wall. Like, I want to learn to fly now, and Bottles just ignores her. Yeah, I love that move. I've never used that one. This kind of standing still and swiping at stuff. I've never ever used it properly. Maybe kill some onions, mate. I swear they've got an actual like name, the onions and stuff.
Should we look?
Let's see if he says this one now. Collywobble is the cauliflower in it?
I think so. Hey, you smashed it.
Oh, literally. Collywobble. That sounds like such a racist slur. Hell yeah.
Nice.
I love the jingle for that. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is our first part of Banjo-Kazooie. We'll get that up to the top and we'll go inside and then we'll call it a part.
Yeah,
I called it.
It's a bit early.
I called it a bit early.
Yeah. That's it, we're done. Right.
It's the end of the Banjo-Kazooie playthrough. We'll see you later. Now, if you're really quick, you know, like whenever you grab a new item, the stuff starts talking to you. If you're really quick, you can get it to like talk over each other, and it gets really like it gets like a Beatles like Sgt. Pepper level weird. Have you know Strawberry Fields Forever? Do you know the bit after the actual song? There's that really weird bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds like that. Oh, he fixed the bridge. Nice one. I fixed the bridge while also teaching you how to do things.
I'm super proficient.
He's much better than Jam Jars. You know who that is, don't you?
I think so.
He's Bottles' brother in the next game. He's called Jam Jars. They make a joke about it in this game. He calls him Jam Jars one time, and I swear there's a line where he goes, "No, that's not me. That's my brother." And he actually had him be called Jam Jars in the next game. Okay, that's it for the first part of Banjo-Kazooie. We'll see you next time when we start the first level and begin our quest for real.